And away we go. Dallas Mavericks begin with the basketball. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. That's going to be out of bounds. Mavericks with the possession. Here comes the screen to Hardaway. The screen sets him up for two.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Get down, get down, get down. Half court, here it come, here it come.
To Hardaway. Nothing going here on that drive.
Hey, shot.
Barea shot, no good. Nothing going here on that drive. Hardaway to Gortat. He can't get past the defender.
Shots up.
Gets a look, can't hit. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Nobody even close. Courtney Lee buries it.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
To Zach LaVine from long range. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw try, off the mark. LaVine. Knocks it down from mid-range.
There's nothing the defense could really have done there. That's just a great shot.
Here's Barea. Leads 5. Thaddeus Young with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Goes to the right side. Beyond the arc for 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Bulls with the basketball.
Match up.
You're on the island now.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Porter. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
It's good. And one.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Courtney Lee at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter.
He can't hold you.
To LaVine. Here comes the screen. LaVine. Nothing going here on that drive. To Zach LaVine. Fires the three, hits it, and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
If you're the defender, you can't keep your hand outwards in the pocket of the shooter. The offensive player recognized that. He raked his arms into yours on his way up to take the shot. That's a foul every time.
Zach LaVine with a chance at a 4-point play. For his career, 82%. Missed it at the line.
I got it.
Here's Barea. His team up by 1.
Defense, let's go.
Oh, he had it.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Gets it in the right corner. Porter. Another chance. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
These two teams are matching basket for basket. If the pace of the game is going to be like this, I need to start stretching.
Here's Barea. Down by 1. To Lee.
Watch the cut.
Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Down to Young. Kristaps Porzingis pins it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Here's Barea. Down a point. Had a chance, but it's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Zach LaVine buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Here's Barea. It's 14-12. Cruises inside for 2.
I like that.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Hey, switch, I got him.
No good. Defense catching a break there. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Shot from the lane won't go. To Young. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Thaddeus Young trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 67%. Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. The lead is up to 5. Here's Barea. Looking to make something happen. Going the other way.
We ain't gonna win like that, man.
To Wendell Carter. Wendell Carter powers it through. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Bulls with the rock. Tosses. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
New blood coming in for both sides. And a putback slam.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of that.
Bulls have it. To Markkanen. And the nice finish at the rim.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Watch the cutter, man.
To Gortat. Yes, Marcin Gortat. 3 for 6 now.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
A two-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play, but you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
I got ball.
To Young. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And hits the first free throw.
Hey, that's my man right there.
Goes 2 for 2.
Let's go, boy. Cash me out.
Dallas owns the basketball. To Gortat. Going to launch beyond the arc. Rebound comes to Chicago. To Markkanen. Oh, nice find for the basket.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Lauri Markkanen tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Young. Thaddeus Young. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Ed, I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
Count it.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
Curling inside. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
Over to the right side. LaVine. Jumper's good.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they can be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls.
Let's go.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
That's me, I got it.
To Gortat.
Good board.
Missed it. How'd that not go down? Driving right to the basket. To Young. 4-3. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. To Chris Dunn. Count the basket inside.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
Oh, I missed a short one there. And counted at the rim.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming. But it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
And the finish at the rim.
Finally. I mean, finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot. And then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Right with it. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Gortat rocking the rim. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Chicago with the possession.
I got him.
To Chris Dunn. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot there for Chris Dunn. No good. Right with it. Down a bundle. Lauri Markkanen snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Good shot, good shot.
Oh, here it is, here it is.
To Young. Zach LaVine. Well, this could be a sign of things to come. He's 3 of 4 from downtown to start the game.
And a dangerous thing for the defensive team, he has fresh legs. That was great lift on that jump shot.
Short jumper misses. Deep three at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter. Nice cushion for the Bulls. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started.
Let's bring the fire to him.
To Wendell Carter. Nice pass to get things going.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
Knocked
Come on,
loose.
baby. You can't turn that ball over like that.
Right with it. His guy's down big. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I got ball.
To Wendell Carter.
Shot up.
Short jumper won't go down. Otto Porter. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Nice pass to set things up. Porzingis with the slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Wendell Carter. For 3. Rebound for Porzingis. To Wright.
I got. Go to mine.
Good look that time, but off the mark. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
To Young.
Going up.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Dallas with the possession. from the painted area won't go down.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Hey, I got ball. I got mine. Y'all get yours. I got mine.
Porzingis to Hardaway. To the rim, lays it up and in.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Kicks it around the perimeter, goes to the left side, fires the three, and knocks it down. And Jay, the system produces once again.
Ugh, did you see the way the ball came off his hands? Not the best form in the world, but it is what it is. Count it. Maybe just don't count on it all the time.
Tim Hardaway Jr., tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. Chicago possession.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Young gets a shot up off the mark. Hardaway, that's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
To Young, lets it fly from beyond the arc, not getting the bounce.
I got this D on him.
Thaddeus Young sends it away. Fourth this contest.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Porzingis. Tim Hardaway Jr., he's 3 for 7.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Here we go. Here we go. Yep. Go to roll. Hey. Wait on it. I got you right here. Stop. Hey.
Hardaway to Porzingis. Lee. Nobody even close. Courtney Lee buries it.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Porter. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
I got ball. I got ball.
I got ball. I got ball.
20-footer at the buzzer. Add 2 points to the board. Long heave from 3/4 court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The Bulls have the advantage on the scoreboard at halftime. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Chicago Bulls. The Mavericks are down at halftime and in need of some momentum.
Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments.
Have a look at the leading scorers for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. Defense.
The Chicago Bulls are exhibiting some great defense. They're refusing to let shooters get comfortable and showing great anticipation in the passing lanes.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. To Wendell Carter. Wendell Carter powers it through.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Levine to Young. From long range. Off the mark. No good.
As a team, they were on the absolute tear in the first half. But guess what happens during halftime? The defensive team makes adjustments, and it looks like it's working out.
To Levine. Beyond the arc for 3. Zach Levine, good on the quick release that time.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Levine. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And finishes strong.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
It's theirs now. To Young. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Thaddeus Young at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw good to cap off the 3-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Mavericks with the basketball. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Don't foul.
finishing inside the paint on that one. Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him, make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
And he slams it down. Big finish for Kristaps Porzingis. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
To Young.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Gets it in the right corner. Porter buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Dallas has it. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Looking for his man. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Off the assist.
Right back to you.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
I got him. Yeah, just me and you, 90 feet. Let's go. What you got?
Thaddeus Young sends it away. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Here's Barea. Looking to make something happen. To Porzingis. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Kristaps Porzingis. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far.
Good shot, boy.
And he makes them both. Mavericks with the possession. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Here you come. Match up, baby.
Levine.
Box out.
Smothering D to Porter. Here's a chance from long range. And Otto Porter, so smooth. Catch and shoot, buries the 3.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
I got a piece of that.
Oh, Carter with the rejection.
No defense.
And count the basket inside.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Young. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Hardaway. To Porzingis. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Draws the foul, and Porzingis will go to the line to shoot 2.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws.
Oh, I see you've been working out, huh?
To Young. Fires the 3. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
J.J. Barea at the line for 2 shots. He struggled so far. First free throw is good.
Ooh, I like that.
2 for 2 on that trip.
You know that's easy. They can't guard you. D up, baby.
To Young. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
The 7th pick overall, Lauri Markkanen had an exquisite rookie season, ending the year all-rookie first team. Even executive VP John Paxson of the Bulls organization referred to him as the cornerstone of the franchise.
I got him. Here we go. Shot up. Rebound.
Shot misses there by Valentine. Dallas owns the basketball. Porzingis. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
For 3. And it's Simmons to claim the rebound.
Knock that down. I'm going, push it.
And he'll head to the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Misses the first. Missed the second one as well.
Oh, cooking.
Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Porter. For 3, that's the length at his spot for Otto Porter. Man on him, he still buries it.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up a 3.
Knocked loose.
That's all right, baby. Get it back. We get the next one. We get the next one.
And scores. Strong take.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Everybody pick up. Everybody pick up. D up. D up.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Pick up.
Seth Curry. Oh, bad pass, and the Bulls have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Porter. Count the basket at the rim.
Hey, lock up.
He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Gets it in the left corner. Zach LaVine can't go down. Smothering defense. Seth Curry to right. Short jumper won't go down. Great feed, sets it up, and scores.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Porzingis to Gortat. Gortat rocking the rim.
Guard up.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
I got ball.
Shot from in close, no good.
Something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Right with it. Down a bundle. Lauri Markkanen able to recover with the block. Make that 7. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Gortat to right. Nice pass to set things up. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
To Gortat. Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Done.
I got ball.
Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Dallas with the possession. To Gortat. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Levine. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
To Zach Levine. Tough make through traffic.
Oh, that's cash.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. So the Mavericks will keep the possession. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
That ends the third quarter. It has been all Bulls. Dallas with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And now
Let's bring the fire. Let's bring the fire to him.
to Wendell Carter. Easy path to the rim.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Cash is in for 2.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Time to shuffle things up. Great look and vision. Porzingis with the slam.
Oh, my goodness. What's going on here?
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Mavericks with the basketball. Knocked loose.
Get down, get down, get down. Half court. Here comes.
Pass stolen by the Mavericks.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Match up. Yep, I got ball. Wait on it. Go. I got you right here. Stop.
Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. To Levine. There's the toss. Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away. Great pass to set it up. He throws it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Kristaps Porzingis. Huge block. 8 now. Lee with the basketball. His guys down big. The pass set it all up.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
To Wendell Carter. Kristaps Porzingis swats it. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Here's Barea. He'll run the offense. Zach LaVine rejects it.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready.
I got ball.
To Wendell Carter. He gets it.
Close out.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Here we go. I got him.
To Young. From long range.
My boy,
Not that time. He missed it.
Good rebound, baby. Good rebound. I got you. My ball.
And the basket good at the rim.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Substitution being made in this one. Beyond the arc for three. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Oh, emphatic slam.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Here's Barea. Looking to make something happen. Oh, big finish at the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
That's me. I got ball.
And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
Shifting gears, here come some substitutions.
I got this D on him.
Oh, Carter with the rejection.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Young.
Hands up. Hands up.
Here's a chance from long range, and Thaddeus Young still gets it to go with the defense closing out.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
And now a reach, and that's going to be an intentional foul. Free throws here in the final minute of play.
Just a tic-tac foul.
First one goes down.
Knock that down.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
I like that. I'm on D. Match up.
To Zach LaVine. Fires the three. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
It's rebounded by the Bulls.
Oh, here it is.
Throws it up. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
I got ball.
Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Deep three at the buzzer. The Bulls take this one as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bulls got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. And more often than not, they were hitting the three when they popped from long range. Winning gets a lot easier when you're adding so many points to the scoreboard, 3 at a time. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Chicago Bulls. The Mavericks
Just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game.
And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. Fast break points.
The Dallas Mavericks did so many things wrong when it came to defending the fast break. I'm not sure it's the kind of thing that can be fixed with a single practice, so they better get started, and soon.
Player of the game.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at the upcoming games. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose.